what's going on, everybody? It's about 6:30 in the morning. We're fixing to unload all this stuff. I think it's Tuesday, but anyways, we didn't get to unload everything on Monday because Twisted Tech, Kyler and his crew were here with that awesome simulator, so we got to play on it. We had kind of a play day and didn't really do any race car work, but now we're fixing to back all of this stuff out of here and do all of our washing and get everything turned around for I think his name's Ed Gressel Memorial Race at 81 Speedway, USMTS race. I don't know the exact dates. I just know it's a few weeks away from now. So anyways, a pretty good bit to do. We've got a lot of rebuilding to do and stuff like that. So should be plenty of content here in the next few weeks of us getting prepared. So anyways, we'll take y'all on. All right, what's going on, everybody? So like I said, we were fixing to get started on our wash day, but I actually washed some tires really quick, but while they're drying, I came in here to talk about some really awesome products that we were sent and to promote that, and hopefully you guys will get on these products because it's pretty awesome. So Joe with Precision Hydraulic and Oil sent us some synthetic gear oil, military tested, military tough. We put this stuff in here. Now, just a real quick disclaimer, we are on Big Owl lubricants as far as for our engine oils, and we have no complaints with that. Like, our engine oil looks perfect. We'll show y'all some of that too whenever we drain our engine oil. Disclaimer on this stuff, we ran it 3 nights in Arclatex, and this stuff is black. Like it is a dark oil. I've never seen anything like it before. However, when we dumped it into our rear end, we had to sit and brake parts clean our funnel probably 5 times because this stuff got into the actual plastic. It is that good. Like this stuff is impressive. After we went out and raced a little while, we came in and changed the gear for the feature and stuff. Gear was cooled off. Like, this stuff is impressive. Like I'm telling you, you're not going to find any better rear end grease than this right here. Precision Hydraulic and Oil. You can find this on their website. And then another thing, I don't really, they sent us this stuff. We spray Hilco on our Heims and stuff. We're going to have to try this out. So I don't really want to say do's and don'ts on it. And this is coolant. Like I said, I haven't tried either of these 2 products, but judging off of this right here, this is going to be really, really good stuff. So like I said, you can find this on their website. And he also sent us some brake lines. And let me tell you, this will be the last set of brake lines you will ever need on your race car when you buy a set. He talked to me about a guy that has had them for 4 years, and these lines still look really, really good. And he cut these so that we could show this off and show y'all that this is not just a little piece of heat shrink that they put on here. This is actually a rubber coating on a steel braided line. I mean, like these lines are super beefed up. Very impressive. Like I said, now if you want a set of these lines, like I said, this is a set of 7 right here for my entire car. This is fuel lines, brake lines, all of that stuff. Fuel pressure lines, sorry. Brake lines, clutch lines, stuff like that. If you want to order these, you will have to call and place an order. The number is right here. We'll put it on the screen as well. But like I said, we can't wait to put these on. These may go on our 2018 because we are doing some updates to it. So like I said, either the 18 or the 23 will be getting some new lines. And like I said, this will be the last set of lines that go on these cars because these are impressive. So if you want any of these products, like I said, you can get these lubricants here, and you can get these brake lines off of this phone number right here. They are made custom to your order, so you will have to call and place your order. But thank you again to Mr. Joe with Precision Hydraulics and Oil for supplying us with great products.
What's going on, everybody? It's Chavis here. We're going to try something different right here. Instead of having a time lapse with music over it, I figured we would do the time lapse and have talking over it and try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, so to speak. So while Chase is cleaning his race car and while I'm washing the motorhome on time lapse, I figured I would take a minute right here And instead of playing that corny old music, I would take a minute to talk to y'all about some things that I want to talk about. So one of the things that I wanted to talk to y'all about is shorter videos. We used to run, 40, 45-minute long videos pretty regularly, and we would do maybe 1 to 2 of those per week. And we found out that shorter videos put you in a different category with YouTube. So we try to keep them around the 25-minute mark or less. And sometimes that makes it where we have to cut them off at a place that you may not like and I may not like, but it has to be done to make 2 separate videos instead of 1 long one. So we're not doing that, playing games with y'all, and I just wanted to address that because I know a lot of people were complaining that I cut a video off, and you probably thought that I had other reasons of doing that, but the reason that we're cutting videos and making them around the 25-minute mark is because they do better for us on YouTube being that long versus being longer. So there's that out the way. Next thing I want to talk about is weather apps. Weather apps suck, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Weather apps, if it was up to, well, that's not all I'm going to say about that. If it was up to weather apps, we would never leave our house to go do anything outdoors. I feel sorry for promoters and business owners and anybody that deals with outdoor events, because weather apps are killing outdoor. They're killing weekly racing. My local tracks, I feel sorry for them, because if you check the weather early in the week, you would just go ahead and make other plans because you say, oh, they're raining out. And then they have to, go down to the wire and then find out it ain't going to rain that day. Well, then they've already put the money in on everything, and people don't show up because earlier in the week it said it was going to rain. And my logic behind that is, I think that weather apps get paid by views. So the more that weather forecast changes, the more we're going to keep going and looking back and forth, looking at it, which in turn leads to more views on their page. And if it stays the same all week long, why would anybody look at it? But if it changes every time you look, then you're going to keep looking and they're going to get more views. Therefore, it sucks. It sucks for promoters and racers and racetrack owners and all sorts of businesses that depend on the weather for them to get their event in. So at Arklatex this weekend, I was up in my feelings like we're just quick turnaround trying to get this car ready to go get rained out, because looking at all forecasts, it looked like we were going to get a practice in Wednesday, get wet Thursday night during the race, rain all day Friday, and the rest of the events would be rained out. Well, guess what? We went Wednesday, never saw any rain. All night Thursday, had an excellent night of racing. Not many fans in the stands, but it was a Thursday. But no weather. Friday, it was supposed to rain all day. Never rained a drop at the racetrack. Again, got the races in Friday night. Saturday was beautiful, just like they predicted, and they had a good night Saturday night. My point is, weather apps suck. Pay attention to what's going on in the local area. If you think you can go support local tracks, whatever. Get out there, go put your butt in the seat, go watch the racing. There's a lot of local tracks local to me, and I would love to, see y'all go out and support them if you're local. USMTS format, let's talk about that. I get a lot of comments about that. People, they don't understand it, so of course, first thing they do is comment and just dog them out. Well, the USMTS format, if you don't understand it, I can see where it would confuse you and you would think it's the stupidest thing ever. The way they do it, everybody qualifies in groups. So there's like 8 to 11 cars per group, depending on how many cars are there. They go out and they qualify. In your group, they take the top 6 cars in that qualifying group and they invert them. So that means if you qualified 6th you'll be starting first. If you qualified fifth, you'll start second. If you qualified fourth, you'll start third, and so on. They give the top 2 qualifiers. If you qualified first and second, they give you extra passing points before the race ever starts, and that's something new this year. They used to only invert 4 and nobody got nothing. Well, now they invert 6, and the top 2, the first and second fastest qualifier of each group, gets extra passing points before the race ever starts. That way, if they pass only 1 car or they pass 2 cars, they're pretty much guaranteed a starting spot in the A main, or at least a starting spot in the B main that is in a transfer spot already. So it's a really good format. They catch a lot of crap about it, but the way you can tell it's a good format, no one is dominating USMTS. You watch any other series and it's this guy's winning all the time, that guy's winning over here all the time. USMTS, as of right now, they've raced 7 races so far. Let's see, 2, 4, 7 races so far. They have 7 different winners, and they have 7 different chassis manufacturers that have won the 7 races so far. I can't think of a sport that's any fairer than that right there. So they get criticized. Todd Staley catches a lot of crap. I'm a supporter of it. I think it's a great format. I don't think he should change it. I think he, should stay with what he's got. I like it. Sportsmanship. As y'all saw in this last video, Chase got a little anxious, got in a little hot, got into a guy, and it busted Chase's tire. I hated that it busted Chase's tire. He was top 10. I think he was running 8th, trying to pass for 7th. The track was locked down. He got anxious and got into a guy. We didn't go apologize, even though I felt bad about it, and I'll tell you why I don't go and apologize for things. I'm the guy that feels like if you go over to apologize some way and thank to somebody for something and things go the wrong way, then that puts you in a situation in their pit area, because not everybody just says, hey, man, I appreciate that. I understand. Some people, and I'm not saying that guy would have, but I'm just defending. That's why we don't go and apologize for things, even though, hey, we didn't mean to. Whatever, we got the bad end of it, thank God. And that's what I told Chase. I would rather us bust a tire than that guy get a busted tire out of something, a mistake that Chase made. And we learned from it. We moved on. The sportsmanship in the pits. So he comes to the infield, and me and Rocky and Mr. Keith, we're grabbing tires, and Jack, we get over there, and of course the frame's on the ground. Man, these guys, I didn't even know who they were. Jumped in here. I know the guys, I've seen them, but I didn't ask them to come help me. They jump in and they start changing this tire. And basically me and Rocky pretty much, we were in there, and then we were like, let's get out of their way. And they were that good. And man, I appreciate that so much. I told my family, it makes me, no matter who it is that comes in to the infield from this point forward with a problem, it makes me want to jump down and go see if I can help, because that's the kind of sportsmanship that these teams showed us. And man, that means a lot to me. So I wanted to touch on that. I've seen people that I've known for all their lives that wouldn't lift a finger to help us change a tire. And then I got people that I don't even know besides just speaking in the pits, hey, how you doing, that jumped in and helped us. And that means a lot to me and my family. So thank you very much for that. MB Customs, Chris Mars, Jimmy Mars, the whole crew at the shop. What a great support system they have. Very thankful for everything that they do for us and our team. Jimmy has the patience. I've never seen anybody with so much patience. I can't imagine how many people he talks to per week, and he keeps up pretty well with what everybody's doing. And I will tell you, we're all doing something different. I've talked to several of the MB guys, and we compared notes, and we are all doing well, and we are all on totally different packages. And we're trying to suit our driver in each case, and it seems to be working, and I'm going to stick with that. But I want to say I really appreciate being a part of the MB Custom team. They're a fine group of people, and we really appreciate all the support. And that leads me to the last thing. That's all you guys that watch, follow, subscribe. We couldn't do what we do without all you guys. I tell y'all that all the time. We're gonna keep putting the videos out. We'll take the criticisms, the comments, the uplifting comments. We love it all. We'll take it all. We just appreciate everybody, and we appreciate the sponsors. The sponsors have been so fantastic to us. Every one of our sponsors is valuable and special, and we truly appreciate the relationship that we have with all of our sponsors. And we couldn't do what we do without all the sponsors and the fans. And I just wanted to say thank you. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know how much more I got to clean right here, but hopefully I talked on through this and when you didn't have to listen to that boring music, or maybe that y'all would have rather heard boring music than me bumping my gums. But anyway, that's it for here, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Later.